good to put all of our brains together and help each other out.
Is there any extra hype for you for this game because you come from Army's biggest rival school, like coach there?
Yeah, I never liked Army, but, you know, but the motivation's still the same. You want to give our players in Michigan the best chance to win, not because I hate Army, because I was at Navy. That's a personal thing, but we want to win every game the same way.
Mm-hmm. So is there anything like different that you guys do to prepare for a team like Army than other teams?
Yep, it's only because it's a unique offense. It's something that we don't see every day. You know, it's such a spread offensive world now that you see the triple option. It's just different. But other than that, it's still football. You still got to get 11 guys to do their assignment and get to the ball as hard as they can.
Mm-hmm.
How'd your guys grade out on Saturday?
Pretty well. I thought they did a great job of running to the ball. For such a perimeter game, you know, they did a great job of getting upfield, trying to get pressure on the quarterback, and then ball come out, turn and run. Wish we batted some balls down for such a quick throw quarterback, but you know, I thought they did a great job of coming ready to run to the ball.
Did you know that it was going to be such a quick release from the quarterback on a majority of the passing plays?
We had an idea, but you know, you still go in not knowing exactly what you're going to get. But once it starts happening, you're like, okay, this is the kind of game you're going to get. So you just got to get them to keep the engines rolling and find the ball.
Thoughts on how Ben played in his first?
For someone that really didn't play a lot of defensive line, Ben did a great job of just hanging there. He's on special teams, started the 3 technique, so he did a really good job in there.
Coach Harbaugh was saying that you guys have been mixing in some preparation for Army since way back in the spring.
Yep.
Is that something that the players know that you're working on some Army stuff, or do you just kind of sprinkle it in there? You know, just
Oh, they know. We let them know because it's such a unique offense. It's different from our offense and every offense that we face. That we let them know that okay, this is triple option preparation. You know, and then that's it. We go to work.
What's your evaluation of Mike Dana after week 1?
Same as before. He's a stud.
And then he talked a lot yesterday about the relationship that you two developed. Just what was that like? You both, this is your first year coming in then.
Well, he has a way better attitude than I do. So the team accepts him with much more open arms. So he's done a great job of having a positive attitude and just working. That dude is a worker.
You said you don't like Army, but do you have an appreciation, having coached it for so many years,
No doubt, no
Service
doubt.
Academy and what they all
Any
go
service
through?
academy, any time you have a young man that's getting ready to go serve in the military for our country, you always appreciate that. But this is still a game of football. We're trying to win.
So there's a few guys still left on the defense who were around when Michigan played Air Force in 2017. So have those guys kind of stepped up at all, take a leadership role to try to say, like, you know, I have actually played this kind of offense before, like?
Not really. They just said this is just another game with a unique offense, you know. And you're right. There was a couple guys that played in that game. I think Carlo was one of them. But they haven't made a big deal out of it. It's just a different game to them.
What are the key points when you're defending the triple option?
I'm sorry?
What are the key points when you're defending the triple option?
Don't let them run the ball. Don't let them run the ball. Yeah.
Do you almost have to prepare guys to like defend 4 downs because like if it's
No
4th and 1,
doubt.
they're
They
probably
went for it
gonna
on 4th and 1 on their own 25-yard line against Rice. So, no doubt. We all know this offense, they want 3 yards. 3 yards is a win to them. First down is a huge win to them. So, there's no secret in it. They know it. We know it. You know, we just got to get them off the field as fast as we can, get the ball to our offense.
And is there any difference in preparation when you're playing a team like Army that plays so slow as opposed to most spread offenses that try to go a lot quicker these days?
Sorry, say that again?
Is it any different to prepare for a team like Army that plays really slow and tries to eat up time on their drives rather than like spread teams that try to speed it up?
No, it just, you still want to win the down and distance situation. So slow or fast, that's still the mission that we have is get them into 3rd and longs and get them to a 4th and long situation where we get off the field.
Mike Dana mentioned today he expects to see more of the 4 defensive end looks in the NASCAR package. How often do you think you guys can turn to that?
whenever Coach Brown calls it, we're ready to go.
Is that something that's increased in frequency in terms of how often you're practicing and how often you're trying to implement it, or is it steady?
It's how often, it's situations, you know, obviously they're out there, they're fast, so probably third and long situations, but again, you never know. Coach Brown likes to call it whenever, we just gotta be ready.
When was that something that you knew you wanted to run, the NASCAR packages?
When you realize you got guys that can run and you want all of them on the field, that's when you're like, we gotta get them on the field. So Coach Brown does a great job of making sure that we identify good players, their strengths, and design packages to get them on.
What kind of keys are you teaching this week on the rare occurrences that they do drop back and throw a pass?
Convert from your run techniques to go get his butt.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple, yeah. Recognize pass and go get it.
What's Mozzie got to do to see the field?
Same as everybody else, that same expectation, you know, just keep attacking, stay on your feet, and make plays at practice.
Has he been improving in that
He's
area?
done a great job. Scout team up with us, Mozzie's mindset, not just Mozzie, everybody on the D-line is doing a great job accepting their roles each and every day.
Jim said earlier this week that the new redshirt rule, I mean, it keeps guys motivated knowing that they could get in the game at any time and play up to 4 games. What are your thoughts on that rule?
I think that's a great, it's a great rule, keep them up, but their motivation should still be like, get ready, so when their number is called, Michigan needs them to win, that should be their number one motivation, not to, oh, I got 4 games to play, you know, so I hope their motivation is to make sure they're ready to play.
Does it help you guys evaluate though a little bit more, given?
No doubt,
play?
no doubt. But also helps them with their experience, you know, that's something that you can't get a kid as a coach, they gotta get out and play, so it helps a lot.
So that Jess Spate earned a scholarship and he's playing, knew of him more as an offensive lineman, but saw him as nose tackle this last week. What has he
Yeah.
done?
He's done everything we've asked him to do, you know. We felt like he could be a good D lineman and came over, and that's exactly what he did. He was a good D lineman. Got a couple reps in the game as well. So very excited for him, and I still need to congratulate him. Haven't seen him yet since he got it.
Would you be comfortable playing Aiden more inside, even? Is he strong enough to hold up in there against some of the bigger lines, do you think?
Aiden?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Aiden is a beast. He can play wherever we ask him to play, and he's ready to.
You mentioned players accepting their roles. What kind of role does Luigi play on the defensive line, and what does he have to do to kind of see the field more consistently going forward?
He's our backup defensive end, you know, and just show consistency in practice, and he's got someone in front of him that's really, really good in Quiddy Pay, you know, so, and Luigi's doing a great job of trying to get over his past injuries, and he's been out for a while, so he's doing a good job.
I think it was Matt Millen who said a couple times on the TV broadcast, you guys weren't getting enough pressure with 4, and with the ball out as quickly, do you think that was an unfair assessment?
Yeah, that's his opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But from what you saw, were you pretty pleased with what those guys did when you asked them to do it?
You always want them to get there faster, so maybe I do agree with him a little bit.
You guys have anything else for Shaun?
Do you have a favorite memory from the Army-Navy rivalry, or a favorite moment or game?
Every time we beat them, that's a favorite.
How many times was that when you were there?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4. We good?
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you guys.